Angry guy here, and wow, guys, I have a doozy of a story for you today. So, job crisis 2020, America is creating unbelievably practically only low wage jobs right now. You heard me right. So, new reports show that nearly half of all Americans are working in low wage jobs. And despite positive so called job reports showing that that jobs are being created, these jobs are low wage jobs, very low wage jobs, and they're also part time jobs. Poorly paid workers are not just students and people looking for an extra buck. They are basically your average American now. Are now, Half of all Americans are now working roughly in low wage jobs. I want you to think about that very carefully. So, nearly half of all American workers between the ages of 18 and 64 are making wages that leave them and their families extremely vulnerable in spite of the booming US economy that has seen record growth in recent years. Guys, this is no booming economy. These are all low wage jobs, all right? These are all junk jobs, jobs that no one wants, but people are just doing to cope. Let me tell you something. If you're an attorney and you're driving for Uber, you're not making it. You're doing terrible, okay? You're working for minimum wage more or less. Do you know how many attorneys, engineers, teachers, people with PhDs are driving Uber right now, are working for minimum wage, okay? You know what the minimum, what the actual amount is? That's according to a new study, which finds that a whopping 53 million Americans in that age range qualify as low wage. Nearly half of all Americans are in low paying jobs, low wage jobs. We're talking about McDonald's. Nearly half of all Americans are working for minimum wage with a median income of $10.22. All right. So nearly half of all Americans are making just $10.22 a year. A year. I mean, 22 cents an hour, which essentially accounts to next to nothing a year. All right. That's an annual earnings of about $18,000 a year. The average American, half all Americans are making about $18,000 a year. 18,000, okay? And everyone says it's going to be okay. You've got to be kidding me. The findings of the new study detail an ugly and worrying side of the strong American economy. Guys, strong American economy. This is not a strong economy. With low wage workers falling outside of the stereotype for the group. It's not just students, people at the start of their careers or folks looking for some extra spending money. The majority, according to Brookings Institute study, are adults in prime working years who rely on low wage work as primary income. Okay, so people in their primary years, all right, in their best years, in their 20s and 30s, okay, they are relying. These are college educated people, even many of them baby boomers, are relying as on low wage jobs as their primary income. And this is a thriving economy, right? I explained this already that they changed things under Obama and Trump didn't change them back. Basically, they changed it in such a way that if you give up on looking for work, they say that you're no longer employed. If you get a part-time job, they say that you're fully employed. So if you can get a job working 10 hours a week at McDonald's, okay? And you're now fully employed. Think about how insane those statistics are. Who in their right mind would sign off on this? All right? I mean, it's right there in front of us now, and no one is doing anything. No one's actually like saying, you know what, this is not going to work. Now, it's worrying for people trying to support themselves and their families on a low-wage job. It's a grim picture. Martha Ross and Nicole Bateman, the authors of the study, told The Independent in an email, think of a nursing assistant with two children, okay? Or someone laid off from a maintenance job who can only find lower paying work. A 50-year-old hospital housekeeper with no retirement savings. They continued, about half of low-wage workers are either the primary earner or a substantial contributor to the total family earnings, okay? They are not in the labor market for nice to have additional income. And while a low wage job is a temporary wage for some, it is the final destination for others. Final destination, okay? You have these college educated people who are getting this money. I remember I was sitting with this lady at a bank once, like Bank of America, and she was telling me like back in the 60s, back in the 90s, she was making like $50 or $60 an hour, and now she's getting like 13, $15 an hour. And that's like she said she doesn't know why she's telling me this, but it's ridiculous. All right? This is how things have changed. Someone who should be earning hundreds of thousands of dollars now is making, and this is a few years ago, is making not even barely a fraction of that, barely a fourth of that, a fourth of what they were making in the 90s. And this was a lady who was I think she was, let me see, she was a younger, she was one of the younger boomers, I think. She was actually quite pretty, but she was one of the younger boomers, I think. And the finances are just out of this world. Okay, they're absolutely out of this world. She was either a younger boomer or older generation Xer. But it's unbelievable seeing the wages collapsing and in hearing things are great, things are great. This is the reason why you shouldn't align yourself with any specific group or party, because at the end of the day, things are not good right now, and everyone likes to act like everything is good. No, it's not good. It's terrible. The economy is terrible right now. It was we had a bad economy that Obama inherited, and Trump basically just continued layering. He's like jobs, 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 and his thing was jobs, but not quality jobs, not jobs that can actually help people to rise out of poverty. Okay, the jobs that are being created are jobs that are now helping to keep people in poverty for the rest of their lives, as this article says. All right, it's the final destination for others. According to the study, low-wage jobs make up between 1/3 and 2/3 of all jobs in nearly 400 metropolitan areas across the U.S., guys. All right, 1/3 and 2/3, between 1/3 and 2/3. Okay, guys, this is insane. This is insane. With smaller cities in the South and West having the highest share. 2/3 of low-wage workers, 33 million people, are in their prime working years, 25 through 54, and a big share of this group, 40%, 13 million people, are raising children. Guys, come on. Other research shows that the longer you stay in a low-wage job and the older you are in a low-wage job, the less likely you are to move up, the author said. So this is an actual study, guys, all right? An actual study, and it was published. This was published on December 4th. This is an article from December 4th. This is an up-to-date, recent article, okay? So, guys, you need to be aware of what's happening in the situation right now and how that's affecting people around us. Because, as I said, when everything hits, when things hit, and everyone realizes, oh, yeah, we really are in a depression, guys, that's when everything becomes extremely scarce. That's when you can't even buy food. I'm being honest with you. And everyone starts going, basically acting crazy. I said this years ago that you're going to have basically a situation where it's going to look like The Walking Dead on one side of the street and then people singing Christmas carols on the other side. I said this years ago that this is where we were headed in terms of recession. And I said, people, you need to begin investing in crypto, all right, so that you can participate in the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of the world. Okay, don't miss out on it. Just like the baby boom, just like the .com era, don't miss out on crypto. Right now, the infrastructure is being laid. People like me are laying that infrastructure for you. All you have to do is invest, and that's it. But to invest, you have to learn. You have to know what you're investing in. You have to understand how the technology works. That is what, and that gives it value. That gives you value. All right. Guys, don't forget that we actually have a new course for you, which is called Making Massive Profit Off Cryptocurrency in a Global Recession. And basically, with this course, you're going to learn how to know what cryptocurrency to invest in a global recession, understanding market psychology in a global recession, and using it to make significant profits from cryptocurrency, recession cryptocurrency evaluation methods to find a coin that will skyrocket in value. The one mistake that will prevent you from becoming a crypto millionaire, and of course, handling investment risk and using it to make massive profit. That's another very, very big thing that you have to understand that you should be doing so that you can actually get your money. You can go out there, get your money so that you don't have to struggle. You don't have to borrow money or add, because there's not going to be any more money to borrow. Okay. We also have a brand new course. This course just dropped. It's making massive profit off the stock market using crypto. This is a brand new course. This course goes for $300. You can get it right now for the early bird special price of $199. This course is so amazing because as the stock market begins to collapse, we have to remember that in times of panic, it goes down, but optimism is important, as in all previous times. After a huge market crash, which we're about to witness, the markets recover stronger than before, and people who invest during the crash end up walking away with tons of profit. Many of you are skeptical of like cash right now, and you have every right to. But guess what? You can actually invest in stock right now using cryptocurrency, and you can actually convert your stock to cash and cash it out at an ATM. It's amazing, okay? I put out this brand new course for you guys, and basically teaches you how to quickly convert stocks to cash in crypto and withdraw them virtually any ATM. That's unbelievable, okay? How to invest in stocks using cryptocurrency, the benefits of investing in stocks using cryptocurrency, tips for choosing the best stocks when buying with crypto, and of course, how to quickly convert stocks to cash/crypto and withdraw them virtually any ATM. You can find links to these course inscriptions in the video. But guys, no one's going to do it for you. You have to, and this course is only $200. No one's going to do it for you. I mean, you have to start investing now and holding and grasping your future, because this is your future. This is no one else's future. If you want change, if you actually want to be secure and to make it through these tough economic times, you have to begin investing now. You can find links to all the course inscriptions video with tons of other great courses as well for those of you that don't know anything about crypto, so you can start learning now. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this job crisis and the fact that almost half of all jobs that exist in the United States, almost half of all American jobs right now are low-wage jobs where people are earning $18,000 a year, and this extends from people from the ages of 24, 25 to the ages of 54. What do you think about that? And how do you see the society grappling with it? Me personally, I think that society can't grapple with it. I think it's going to lead to significant homelessness. We're already seeing rates of homelessness skyrocketing among millennials especially, but I expect to see those rates also skyrocketing among boomers. Many boomers are now moving into their vans and they're doing van living. Let me see some things. Cryptano says, good to see you, bro. He says the UK is headed for a major downturn. It absolutely is. Angry is making a passive income on Amazon goods, just Angry is making passive income on Amazon good, just like for using crypto. Guys, you have to have your side hustle, all right? You have to invest. You have to invest early, okay? I'm just being honest with you. For many right now, the side hustle is the main hustle, all right? And that's kind of rough. Anyway, guys, that's all I've got for you. Let me know what you think about everything we discussed in the comments. If you want to purchase a course, you can find our course on cryptomoney.academy. Love God, love Jesus, get your money, and be good to each other. Be kind to each other. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers. I haven't done one of those in a long time, so yeah, there you go. Cryptonomy points out boomers will have difficulty getting crypto pensions. That's the interesting thing. So as I said, you're going to have a lot of baby boomers purchasing crap coins for extremely high, large amounts of money because they're coming in later on. And, they're not going to want to buy on exchanges. They're going to be buying from like Fidelity, and these other places where it's going to cost massive amounts just to get them. Because most baby boomers are not going to take the time to learn crypto. They're going to pay somebody else, all right? And if you're smart, you should be that other person too. So if there are boomers in your life that are going to say, well, how can I get Bitcoin? You should say, well, this is how it's done, so-and-so, and I can charge you a fee to facilitate this. I'm so serious. Like someone says, I want $10,000 in cryptocurrency. Well, obviously, there's going to be a large fee that comes with that, and it's a brokerage fee. It's a very common thing to do this. If they want, and anything outside of Bitcoin is very hard to get if you don't know what to do, because you can easily lose your money. All right. You just don't jump into cryptocurrency day one and start trading. You have to learn and you have to struggle with this thing. So, for those of you that have been investing in crypto, that have been making your money, for those of you that have been doing what you're supposed to do, good for you. For those who haven't, it's going to be rough out there. Cryptology says, I'll give that a go, bro. Someone said something about yeah, guys. I mean, like I said, guys, it is what it is. You can find links to all the courses, cryptomoney.academy, link in the description of the video. Let me know what you think. Love God, love Jesus, get money, and be good to each other. I just did this closing again. Catch you in the next one. Cryptonomy throwing me all off.